Hey, my barbarians. Yeah, sorry about that earlier. The TV was a little loud, so I was trying to get my son to get the remote. So that's why you couldn't hear me, because I wasn't actually making any noise. I had the mic muted because I was trying to get the TV turned down a little bit, so at least that's a little less in the background. Uh, how's everyone doing this Sunday? And if you are a viewer in SoCal, hopefully you're safe. Um, as I said on the July 4th casual stream, my wife's brother, my brother-in-law, is in Ridgecrest, California, where they just had a bunch of earthquakes and where they had just had a bunch of earthquakes. The roads got torn up in and out of places. There's a lot of damage and stuff, and yeah, I was hearing something about estimates of like $1 billion or something in damage total for the entire town or whatever, which because there's bases and there's personnel that have to be paid to fix stuff, blah blah blah. Sorry about the shake. There was something on my laptop screen there. So yeah, if you're in SoCal, hopefully you're safe and the earthquakes aren't banging you up too much. I don't want top chat as usual, YouTube. Fucking A. Yeah, I think yeah, it was is it a 7.1? What size was the big one? Yeah, it was a 7.1, the biggest one. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of activity there, and they've been having aftershocks for the past 3 days of between every 30 to 60 seconds. They've been having aftershocks and stuff, so it hasn't stopped rumbling and moving for them. And from what my wife has been reading on multiple things, it appears from the data of various researchers that the Walker's Lane region of California is going to be the new San Andreas Fault. The San Andreas Fault is basically it's lost its give, I guess you could say. The spring is sprung. The rubber band is out of stretch, and all the stresses are moving to a new area, and it's going to be really massive there, and it's not going to be a very habitable place. So yeah, if you live in that area, you might want to start thinking about relocating, because it ain't going to be that great of a place for a while. Hang on a sec, folks. Hang on a sec. Sorry about that, folks. Just kind of had to quiet the kid down just a wee bit. I mean, he's mostly being quiet, but he was standing like right next to the camera. Even though I think I think sound is coming in primarily from my microphone, which should hopefully be relatively controlled just to this particular area and not radiate too much out. Um, Let me know if things become too much. Um, Yeah, that's been pretty much been going on. We've been stressed about it, reading stuff. That's my wife's brother, and so his family. So we're just been stressed and worried about that. His wife is in Las Vegas right now visiting her family, and they felt tremors and stuff even in Vegas. Um, yeah, she's been pretty stressed out about it too. Obviously, because they're separated right now. Not separated relationship-wise, but distance-wise. Um, yeah, it's just a really stressful time for all of us here. Even more so for people who are actually there in Southern California, like Ridgecrest and Bakersfield and stuff. It were just like, it's just shaking all the time for them. God, my head is itching like crazy right now. I mean, that's a good thing. I also had the wife put on a bunch of Neosporin on it last night, so that's probably why it's itching a little bit, even though I don't usually need any of that Bactresin neomycin mixture. I don't usually ever need any of that. But the doctor had, actually the nurse, whatever her title was, RN, when she took out my staples, she'd give me this little packet of Neosporin, and she was just like, put that on there, you'll be good. So I finally had my wife put it on last night. Yes, you might be right, Bruce. Yeah, you might be right. Well, hopefully, I can, hopefully myself and my family and my wife's family and stuff can vacate this region before California falls off the map. That'd be nice. I don't know where the hell we would go, because think of what it be. What was it saying where waterfront property would be if California, like Utah or something? I don't remember. Up in that area, it would be freaking just some water basins and stuff. So what to talk about this week? Other than that, which I don't want to spend the whole time doing. I been working on a bunch of overlays and stuff. That's been fun. I made this edit this morning. We saw that with casual chat stream edit there with yeah, the face delete and stuff. Oh crap! I forgot this music going. Oops. So you're gonna be fighting with my voice there. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, and there's hold music too. Yeah. I made hold my music. So there won't be any more sound. Okay. Okay, no more desktop audio. It's just me yabbering away. But yeah, I made all these different things so that we have it. I'm trying to update the graphics. I feel like my updated graphics are actually putting less strain on the encoder than it's able to spit out good quality image and stuff to you guys. I think I'm at 480. Yeah, quality is at 480p, which is good. I'm glad that I can at least stream at that, and there's hardly any issues. That's been really good. Yeah, so I've just been working on a lot of that this week. Started kind of learning how to do editing, shooping, as they would say. Finally learning how to shoop a bit. I kind of know how to do that stuff in like early high school time, but sorry about if you guys can hear my kid in the background. He talks to the TV, but I also talk to the TV, so that might be part of it. But yeah, so I've been kind of reteaching myself how to. Can you please, boy? I have been kind of reteaching myself how to do some stuff. Again, I'm not going to be nearly as good as some of y'all folks. Some of you folks can do some just amazingly cool stuff that I can't do. But, yeah. Yeah, all these, like, the overlays have really helped so much. Like, I can tell, like, even on my end, it's doing so well without even having to look at it on the mobile. The computer overall seems to be just running a lot smoother, and Yeah, I'm really proud of that. Really happy of that because took me a while to figure out how to do this stuff properly, and now that I know, it's things are going better. So, ooh, got a little bit of indigestion there from this morning's coffee. Let's go check out some news here and see what we can. There should be. Hey, you know what? We'll talk about that. Hey Google, what is trending in the news right now? Talk to the phone. Did you hear me, phone? How can I help? Well, I asked you what is trending in the news. What is trending in the news right now? Okay. Let's talk about some interesting stuff. Let's go. Come on, go do that article. I don't know if I'm not necessarily going to be able to throw up the article, but I'll read it to you guys. And right now I can't see your comments. Sorry. Um, we can totally fix that. Let's fix that. That's cool. Okay, good. Well, that's still not really gonna work because you want us to say to be able to see. Okay, well, since I'm not gonna be able to read y'all's comments, if y'all want to jump in on the VC on Discord, I am in Hall of Runes on my server, and that way I can hear what you guys are chatting about while this is. Well, I'm gonna read this article, but I'm gonna get the article started. If you guys want to jump in, just jump on in. So, this is an article from Forbes. Bitcoin once again trending over Jesus. Haha, Bitcoin is cooler than Jeebus. Sorry for any of my Christian fans. Sorry, I just had to make it funny. Okay. Is the recent Bitcoin rally an illusion, or is it part of a larger price trend? It has suddenly become a relevant question that is making its mark on Google Trends. Bitcoin is once again trending over Jesus when it comes to search interest worldwide and in the US. This sudden spike in interest comes as the price of Bitcoin rallies to some levels seen in 2017 and 2018, right after Bitcoin first passed Jesus in Google search interest for the first time. And I wish you guys could see these graphs. That's the word. I swear I know English. The English. None of y'all jumped in. Oh well. Let me check. I'm gonna check chat real quick. Like. I'm just watching the chat, which I don't want top chat. I want live chat. Why do you constantly give me top chat? Like, Google, I know you listen to things. If you listen to like 75% of my streams, it's constantly saying, please stop giving me top chat and give me live chat, please, and thank you. Is that my stuff?
No. It takes me a moment to get in and get my audio sorted out.
No worries, Booze. I was just having an argument with Google for a sec anyway, which as I was saying, Google, I know you listen to like everything I'm doing, so about 75% of my streams you should hear me yelling how much I don't like Top Chat and I really just want live chat. Like I'm constantly having to tell it that.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sure you too, because you watch my stuff on mobile, and yeah, it's gonna constantly like, oh, you just want the Top Chat, you just want what shows up every 5 minutes. It's like, no, I don't. I want to be in the chat.
I want to talk to everyone.
Yeah, not just that one person every 5 minutes. I don't know. I wish you could see this article. Actually, you know, I might be able to share that so that you can see the article. Yeah, let's do that. Link copy to clipboard, and I guess I'll just throw it in the meat hall. I need to find some place to just throw links. I'll have to work on that. There's so much to do in that server still. There's so much lore to write and stuff, but I feel like I got a lot done in there. There we go. There's the link so you can follow along. Mostly just so you can see the graphs.
Oh. Let's see.
There might be a lot of ads on it. Sorry about that. But it's gonna be like one of the first pictures. The Bitcoin is the blue and red is Jesus. And look at that spike, dude. So I'm going to continue with the article. One of the leading indicators used to predict some economic outcomes has become Google's search history, which can be encapsulated in Google Trends. Google and its chief economist Hal Varian once released a paper that described how searches for jobs and unemployment category keywords could predict for initial claims for unemployment benefits, which are then used as a larger indicator for the health of an economy and whether or not a recession is coming. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Varian and his team were able to demonstrate some positive correlation between Google Trends data and the number of initial claims that were made, even predicting for an unexpected drop in claims from the consensus by economic experts by looking at Google Trends for unemployment and job searches, pointing downwards before initial claims came in. This same trend was a globalized phenomenon, with similar results being demonstrated by researchers in Germany and Israel, I don't know. Which is the more appropriate pronunciation, do you know?
Israel, I believe.
I think Israel is like old Israel.
Well.
Instead of old English, no, it's old Hebrew. It makes sense that in a digitized economy, that attention expressed in digital searches could be leading indicators of user and consumer behavior. After all, that's what the billions of dollars in digital ad spend caters to. What? That sentence doesn't necessarily make sense. Is that just me?
No, that doesn't make sense.
That's what the billions of dollars in digital ad spend
Unless they're
caters
referring
to.
to ad spend as a category in and of itself.
They might be.
Like ad spend being just the relative term to what's spent on ads there.
That could be.
Going
Okay.
for. Comes out really sounding wrong though.
Yeah. I was like, it's not just my inability to speak while reading, because I can read very well. It's getting the mouth to catch up with the brain.
Well.
I was like, oh, maybe it's just me having fat tongue and can't talk. Nope. Ad spend caters to just sounds just wrong. But you might be right with it being like a subject title topic type dealio. What we search in aggregate is a reflection of where we place our attention in an environment where attention is scarce and even more precious. If that's the case, there's some good news for Bitcoin fans as Bitcoin trends over Jesus again. As somebody who doesn't really dig the Jeebus and likes Bitcoin, this makes me excited. It comes at a time where Bitcoin.
Well,
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I have some questions about that graph, considering they don't really quantify the numbers on the left. I mean, is that 2,500, 25,000, or just 25 search? I mean,
Yeah.
considering the way things are currently, I don't feel Jesus is a high-ranking search term.
Why not,
Uh,
man? Jesus. Everybody loves Jesus.
yeah, but we have a best-selling book, one of the best sold in the world, that pretty much tells you everything you need to know.
Yes, the Bibli. The Biblis.
So I just don't feel like, you know, you'd have that many people going, tell me about Jesus, Google.
Hey, now that we've said that, you know what's gonna happen to both of us? We're gonna start getting Jeebus hats on our phone. You know this is gonna happen.
Yep.
No, Google, we do not wish to convert to anything. We are fine with how we are currently. Google's not gonna care.
Well, it'd
They're
be
like,
weird if I converted to what I already am, but who knows these days? Born again, whatever.
I will convert back to the religion that I currently am, which isn't Christian, but you know. Okay, thanks Google for turning this into religious talk now. God damn it. I'm just gonna blame Google for everything, I found this article on Google. It's
It's
talking
all
about
Google's
Google.
fault.
Exactly. Google, you are our scapegoat, but that doesn't mean stop working. We are enjoying the use of your services. Well, I mean, the people on YouTube are. I don't know about like you and me. We're on the Discord, so we're not using their services. Yeah, I totally gave up on Hangouts. I just will not use anymore. There's
Well,
no.
it's probably for the best since they seem to be intending to can it next year, so.
Yeah, well, it seems like they're already been like it's just like what would they want to say, like it's lost support, so to speak. Like it's like you get like an old
Yeah,
like
I
iPod,
mean,
yeah, and there's just like so many people all over. Like I see like constantly, and I hear about it. Oh, the thing didn't work for me. I had to reload it a million times. Oh, like 5 of the 6 people that came in could hear each other, and it's like, well, what's the
yeah,
purpose of having a multi-user chat interface if only some of the users can actually interface with it?
right. I mean, honestly, if I was, doing any form of major streaming with it, I would be looking for an alternative now that they've said they're going to kill it. I mean, all of your
Yeah.
support's going to be pulled from it. You're going to have like a base staff keeping it alive until the official time it's pulled, just to keep people happy, and then it's just going to.
Yeah. And while Discord is great for voice, there's no way to do multi-vid stuff. So I don't know what the like what are we gonna use for side quests, man? Now that's making me worry. Like, what are we gonna use for? Because
Yeah,
that's would super blow, dude. Because like, Magog could totally do audio, no problem, with us connected on Discord VC. He would just have a super secret room where only side quest people would be able to see and hop on. Obviously, there's no need for
right.
everybody else to be able to. I mean, I guess we guys could see it. That way you would know, oh, hey, they are totally on. Awesome. Like if you hadn't gotten the word on YouTube and you popped on the Discord to see what was going on, and you're like, oh, there's people connected on the voice. Oh, it's them. Oh, I better get over to. I mean, maybe that would work, but the
Yeah,
video though, I mean, people were even having video, but it's mostly audio issues on the Hangouts. But people were having video issues too. Like, and there doesn't seem to be any like Skype blows. Nobody fucking uses Skype anymore.
nope.
We're not gonna have a fucking Facebook Messenger thing. That would be gay. And I don't know if you can. Can you do multiple, or is it one-on-one? I know you can have like
I
multiple
don't
people in the
know.
chat room.
They monitor it, so they would probably ban SideQuest after one stream.
Oh my god, they'd probably ban it in the middle of the stream, going, "This is you guys are Nazis and blah 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 because you're not
Uh,
far left
yeah,
socialists like we are." And it's like, no, No, we're absolutely fucking not. Most of our audience is not, and yeah, fuck you, Facebook. You
Oh,
and your synth droid, Mark Zuckerberg. Your is he a synth droid? What does Sticks call him? A 2.0 model or something? What is he?
oh, I forget. Zuckerbot or
Yeah. Yeah. I remember they later on gave him some like pretend sweat glands, and then it started to like produce too much, and yeah, they really gotta come out with a better model. Maybe when the Facebook is like not actually on computers, and like you actually have to have one because it's been like embedded into like a chip has been embedded into your retina or something. You know, then maybe the Mark Zuckerberg 3.0 will be completely digital and therefore completely perfect. See, Mark Zuckerberg,
maybe
that is the
before then
real
we can
Skynet.
upgrade our maybe before that we can upgrade our Congress and prevent all that. But my hopes are low.
Yeah. Well, see, what I'm thinking is Zuckerberg might be like he's the real Skynet. In so many ways, he is the real Skynet. Not like him necessarily personally. I mean, yes, for this humor aspect of it, yeah, he is the robot Skynet. But like his company, he is Skynet in so many ways. Like I feel like the two companies that have the most electronic reach and influence on everything is Facebook and Google. Fuck all the other. Twitter has like fucking is barely even a blip because without Facebook or Google,
Yeah,
those things don't really have anything. Facebook has got all the data for all the Chinese companies and is constantly in everything because everybody's got Facebook in some fashion or another. Even if they don't even have a Facebook account, they have their Facebook data being tracked
right.
anyway. Like,
Yeah, you've got a shadow account regardless of
What kind
who
of
you are.
conversation have I dropped into?
no, what's up, Detlef? We
A dystopian one.
Yeah, dystopian one. Uh, we were talking about how I believe that Mark Zuckerberg is Skynet in more ways than one. He's a synth droid, right? But he is Skynet, and his Facebook company is also Skynet with the amount of reach. And I was telling these people here that the two main Silicon Valley companies that have their tentacles in everything so much is Facebook and Google. Like, can you think of any other powerhouses that have so much of everyone's data and has so much influence on
Disney.
everything?
Disney owns fucking everything.
Yeah, Disney does own
Actually,
everything.
Disney is a subsidiary.
Oh yeah. Who owns? What's the main company?
Viacom.
Oh.
Viacom owns Disney?
Yep.
It's a
Okay.
fucking web of lies.
Yep.
And does Viacom have
Really,
any?
you only have 6 major media companies in the U.S., and everything else is a subsidiary of them.
Oh yeah.
Disney owns stock in Sony.
Mm-hmm. Which Sony used to be that good Asian company, and now it's just a regular American company that comes out with some good stuff every now and again.
Uh,
I mean,
Every now and then.
I don't know. I don't like most of the like. I feel like nowadays most of these electronic companies aren't actually completely coming up with something new. They're just kind of one-upping each other's product by making the same product.
oh yeah, competition's kind of
The
died in that
same,
regard.
but different.
Right? It's the same, but just a little bit different. Look, we threw it in a different case. We gave it this little bell and this other whistle, and look, give us your $2,000 for it. Wait, we have the iPod 11.5 thousand, and it has, it uses your eyeball as the camera to take pictures.
Was that a kid?
Yep.
Yes, that was a kid in the background.
Okay, just making sure. I couldn't tell if it was a cat or a kid.
No, that's my daughter who's eating some lunch and making noise, and now she's giving me this serious look because I was talking to her. Now she's dancing too. That's
Good
on
for her.
TV. Okay, so I get what? Viacom, Google, and Facebook, but I guess Viacom is probably getting data from Google and Facebook on what.
Probably.
So Google and Facebook are the data people, you know. They have their
Mhm.
fingers on the knowledge, and really, knowledge is the power. Knowledge and language, and they got their fingers and dicks and tentacles and their data ports completely deep in that.
And I'd say coming up in a close third or fourth there is probably Amazon.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And Amazon's really trying to make themselves like a part of that, but I can't necessarily tell if it's just to kind of catch up, so to speak, you know, or for nefarious purposes they're trying to insert themselves in that way. I can't really tell.
Well,
Because Google, it seems to be like altruistic, nefarious, and neutral in all three directions simultaneously, like in full spurg. It seems what Google seems to be doing with their just reach. Facebook is just complete evil. They don't. Mark Zuckerberg, he's a robot. He was not programmed for compassion. Um, and then I'm kind of, like I said, I'm kind of confused with Amazon. I can't really tell what their sort of intent with their desire to have that much influence on humans. You know, like, do you guys have any ideas? Do you guys feel like it's altruistic, nefarious, neutral, or something else?
I feel like it's a case of road to hell's paved with good intention.
So they have good ideas. They're just
They
throwing
have
on
good
this.
intentions, but their methodology and everything is just going to pull everything right into the wrong direction. I mean, it's sort of the case of, yeah, everyone would be safer if we all lived in our separate own little padded cell and never interacted with each other, but wouldn't have much society left there, would you?
New, and then language would start to devolve. Because then you would get people who would pretty much like have either their small circle of friends that they can connect with online, or they would just talk to themselves and language would devolve. And I don't know if you've ever spent extremely large amount of times by yourself.
Oh, it's horrible. Oh, it's horrible.
You don't really
Mm,
talk. Why would you talk? Everything you need to talk about is in your head, where you can listen just fine. So you would stop talking, and language would completely devolve. And then at
You
that point,
forget how to communicate.
yeah, you would forget to communicate. And then after probably a few if there was ability to have a few generations, if it wasn't complete like um, it's Fallout Vault, Vault Tech stuff. What's that one? They made like a RTS survivally like mini game that they have. I think it was on Steam and mobile.
Um, I know what you're talking about, and I actually Fallout Shelter.
Shelter. Yep. Yep. Yeah.
That's
Unless
actually
you got.
really fun.
Yeah, it actually was. Yeah. Yeah. Unless you got to live in these little vaults, man. You don't have other people coming in. Either society is going to die off pretty quickly, or eventually you are going to not really have language anymore, and it might start coming down to the point of like thoughts, emotions, and expressions become so diluted because there's no meaning behind them anymore that like we would devolve as a species. I don't know. I just I feel like if we lost language, we would step back a few 100,000 years. It's just
oh, yeah.
it just would not just new.
If we lost language, we'd be fucked as a species.
I mean, best case scenario, you end up at the Tower of Babel situation there, where everyone's speaking their own individual language and nobody knows what the hell anyone's saying.
Yeah, but even then, would anything have any meaning? Like, would you even know what the color red was anymore? Would you even know about an emotion that you're feeling? Would you even know how to have proper thoughts at that point?
You could still express it, but the words would not be there. And that's best case scenario under those circumstances. Worst
Yeah.
case, yeah, everything's lost meaning because no one knows how to interact anymore.
Yeah. People will be saying all sorts of words, but those words have no context, no meaning, because the word red doesn't mean the color anymore. No, even the word red doesn't exist anymore, and we don't know what the hell that color is, but we know it's a thing. And yeah, I don't. That world is actually a bit creepier than the the other dystopian nightmare we were talking about. I'm a little more creeped out by the lack of language land.
Sound of silence without speaking.
Yeah. Stop being live whenever I am live, Beardy. Stop it. Okay, I have an established Sunday show.
Beardy.
Okay, somebody
No,
needs.
Beardy doesn't pay attention to that stuff.
Right? No, he doesn't. I dare one of you guys to go on there and say, Beardy, stop streaming and just join the casual Sunday stream and just, screw your schedule.
I'll go do it.
You
Okay.
cannot. We're not your fucking minion. At least I'm not.
Yeah, getting louder should be a thing.
Booze is on it. He's a loyal barbarian. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, I'm not a barbarian. Fuck. Oh, I'm so tired.
There we go.
I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see what you sent. I'm not gonna even let him know that I popped into chat. So I'm gonna spy. I'm gonna see what you put. Oh, it might not even tell me. You wait. Oh, wait, because I would have had to been there when you posted it to see it. Darn. And tell me what you said.
I said, "Oh fucker, we're doing Charles Casual stream. Stop fucking with the schedule and join us." Uh,
Really?
I wonder what it.
All
What is he
done?
even? He's like watching a movie or something. It looks like.
Hey, son,
it's the opening cinematic for
can you pick up that
Ah.
apple
Fallout
and take your plate
76,
and her
9.
76.
Yeah, and yours too into the kitchen.
Well, that calls for more coffee.
No, I want more coffee.
Well, tell your cat to make it.
My
No,
cats
it's
won't
my
fucking
cat.
listen to me.
That's because they're a cat.
And I have a better chance of getting my goat to make it.
You have a goat?
I have two.
Do you live in like a really rural area? Or?
You could say that. I'm out in the middle of fucking nowhere, as I said, because my service is always shit.
Yeah, yeah. Do you have anything else besides goats? You got any horses, cattle?
No, I had a pig, but it ran away.
It ran away. Did you find it?
Uh-huh. We found it outside, randomly.
Oh, so you still have the pig. Okay.
Oh no, it ran away. It, like, escaped. We were planning on eating it.
Oh, it got away, and you didn't find it again? Was it a wild pig, or?
Yeah. No, we think it came from the pig farm down the road.
No. Probably did, and they probably got their pig back. Um. So that's all you got is the goats and stuff, huh?
Goats and 5 dogs and 13 cats.
That's a lot of critters. I mean, of domestic kind. I miss growing up having a farm. Growing up on a farm, I grew up with horses. Um, well, let's see, what was it? 3 dogs, 4 cats, 2 parrots, 2 box turtles, various snakes and lizards and spiders and stuff as I would catch them because I grew up in Florida.
Oh, Florida. I don't
Yeah.
like Florida.
I have a lot of mixed. See, like, Florida is pretty shitty because of its people that are just like retarded. I don't know why.
Florida man.
Right?
It's all the drugs old people have flushed down the toilet, and it's just seeped into the water supply.
That's
That's
probably
my theory.
Your theory is
That's
probably correct.
actually
It's
pretty.
yeah, that sounds pretty legit, you know. And apparently, it didn't affect me as much as it affects other people because I got the hell out of there. See, for me, I liked growing up in Florida, outside land, nature wise, like, you know, being able to hike through the woods and freaking, you know, follow bear tracks and look at bear markings on trees, freaking get chased by an alligator as a teenager, see alligator snapping turtles the size of Volkswagen, old school Volkswagen Beetles. Not kidding about that. I'm sure I've told either one of you the story.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alligator stabbing girls are fucking giant.
Yeah, there's apparently 2 places in the world that they can get that big. Can you guess what those 2 places are? Florida?
Are they Florida?
And well, one of them is Florida, and the other one's like Japan or China. I think it's Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like they get massive. I saw this picture of this, like, it was like a big flatbed, but it was like a military sized flatbed. So, you know, like you could put, you know, a small tank on it, one of those size of flatbed trailers.
Yeah.
And I think it was Japanese military, and they had an alligator snapper on it, strapped down. This fucking giant dinosaur-looking motherfucker, like, yep. And it didn't necessarily look like they'd killed it, so, like, I don't know where they were transporting it, but it was
Godzilla.
it was not happy. Man.
Yeah, that's a nope from me, dog.
Yeah, I was glad that I was several yards away from it, even though I was still pissing my pants. Like, I didn't actually urinate myself, but I might as well, because when something is literally large enough that it can eat and kill you as a human, you better have some rational self-preservation fear there. Like,
I'm
See,
gonna go
what
poke it
you
with a
didn't
stick.
realize at the time is that was just Gamera.
right? Yeah, I probably didn't realize it at the time, but that probably was. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't want to fight that.
The next 2 flatbags had Rodan and Godzilla.
Yeah.
God.
Now, if I could have had, like, a master ball, I could have caught that thing probably, right?
You just want a master ball just so you can catch it.
Incredible.
If you throw a master ball at a
Look.
kaiju, does it work the same?
You do not
Presumably.
need to catch a fucking kaiju.
Can you catch kaiju
So-
with Pokeballs?
Well,
Probably.
I will have to throw that
me-
question up on Twitter.
I've
and
never
see-
seen anything that says Pokeballs only work on Pokemon. I mean, it's a ball with a subspace containment unit. Presumably, you could throw it at anything and put that shit in there.
Right?
There's probably like a slave market around that. You know that, right?
Underground.
Well, I don't know. If I had a basketball, I'd probably be using it to catch redheads too, so I can't say much.
Right?
Oh, fuck, that's dark.
But I should probably throw that question up on Twitter and see how many answers I can get, or how many people get so pissed off from my question. You can't combine lore like that! Yeah!
I will make sure to share that and
I'm gonna
get people to
type it up
retweet.
on Twitter right now.
Oh my god.
I will share that amongst my like 40 followers.
I'm gonna post. Can you use a Pokeball to catch kaiju? I mean, it's a
Followed by the
legit.
much more important question: can you catch a person?
Yeah, and then exactly. Yeah, that'll be your job when you share it. You have to
Yeah.
Can you?
Oh, you just want me to get all the shit.
Incredible.
I'd do it, but I have 0 followers, so yeah, you'll have to catch all the shit.
People, I don't give a fuck.
There needs to be a space there. It's not Polyball, it's Pokeball. Come on.
Oh,
I
I
hate
have
my
49
keyboard.
followers. Cool.
Oh, they got their fucking Suburban stuck.
That's supposed to be a question mark. Come on, phone. Do my bidding.
Welcome to the desert.
Do my bidding.
That's dirt. And their car's stuck in the
It's
dirt.
all sandy out there.
Oh, somebody messaged me and I didn't realize it. I got a DM from someone probably saying, no, I can't do it. Oh.
Why would somebody be what are they DMing you about?
Oh, I had, so I have a, it's not super secret anymore since you guys know who all the co-hosts of next season of SideQuest, but, we had we have an SQHQ super secret squirrel chat, which isn't so secret squirrel anymore. Not
I mean, I
because
could
I'm
have
talking,
assumed that.
not because I'm saying it's not secret, just not because I'm telling you guys about it, but because, you know, we obviously have a way where all of us were talking and stuff for a while and doing stuff while you guys didn't know. But yeah, I tossed a message in there asking if anybody wanted to come on my Sunday show, and Chatemort, Michelle, she unfortunately said she wasn't able to make it. Yeah, I need to respond to this.
You just got some random people that aren't important on.
But did it already get?
Hey, I try very hard to be unimportant.
Hey, you're pretty important to me, Blood. Okay. You serve an
Somebody's got to show up and watch this.
right. I said you serve an extremely important function. You actually make it so I'm not just talking to myself. Why do coffee cups have to be so small and finite?
Oh, you could just make a pot and carry the pot back.
I actually have a large coffee cup, this large Batman coffee cup that my buddy gave me as a gift, and it fits an entire pot of coffee, not an entire pot. Yeah, which is nice.
Yeah, my coffee cups are all built around, or all picked for their ability to hold a full-size Keurig dose.
Ah. Yeah, I've never really had too many of that type of coffee. One, I just have like an old school drip type machine, and they seem incredibly expensive and wasteful for what they are.
Well, my father uses the classic drip machine to make a pot of coffee every morning, and he never cleans the damn thing properly, so...
Oh, they use a Keurig?
Yeah, Keurig is probably a lot easier to clean.
He also complains whenever I make coffee because I will mix stuff to make the flavor I want of coffee, and then I'll leave residue, and he won't like that.
Okay, you're one of my favorite people now. Because I mix different types of grounds together to get what I want.
Oh, I like doing that type of stuff too to make a good perfect blend. My preferred method of doing coffee is getting a nice medium dark roast mixed together, so you get a really strong flavor, and then brewing a pot of what my wife and friends would call Viking coffee, which is coffee that is so bloody strong.
Go watch her, dude.
Boat. It isn't a boat. It is boat.
Hang on a second. My daughter is trying to run out the back door because she likes to open things.
Mommy's instinct.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah, just put
Oh,
the gate
Gray
up over
followed
there.
me.
Oh, cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, so the Viking coffee it's like strong ass freaking like coffee that like even if you don't have hair on your chest, you will after drinking it. That's my preferred
I
type
like
of
to make
coffee.
a really strong dark roast and then mix it with something like a vanilla flavor or caramel flavor.
That's fun. Yeah. I also am a big fan of cold brew, so that's also really fun to make super strong.
Walker Lane Bell.
Cold brew.
Yeah, you don't know what that is, Detlef?
I can probably assume the concept, but I just drink my coffee hot, so.
Well, you can heat up cold brew, it doesn't matter, and it's actually easier to do instead of first thing in the morning you're trying to like stumble in the kitchen and figure out how to use the coffee maker the first thing. Unless you're one of those people that's got a timer on it, and who wants to set that every night or have it like reset in the middle of the night or something stupid. Hey, can you stop hitting your sister? Thank you. But what you do
Can you
is
stop being violent for 5 seconds?
so a lot of people already have most of these items in their house. So what you do is you grab like a big like mason jar or like a juice pitcher, like you would take the frozen juice mix and pour it in your pitcher, big iced tea pitcher or whatever. Take a pitcher, fill it up towards the top with good, clean, clear, cold water. Preferably there's something you can put a lid on it too. And now you take your coffee filter that you would already be using probably in the morning, unless you got one of those plastic filters, then you can't do this. But if you got a paper filter, put a little bit enough coffee grounds in it that you know that it would make a decent sort of pot of coffee, but where you can still twist the thing up into a bundle, and then you use a bread twisty tie, twist the thing up, plop that bag of coffee grounds in that container of water, go stick it in your fridge.
Oh my god.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
No.
Never mind, I know what that is.
Yeah, in like 24, 36, 48 hours. You don't want to go too much longer than like 2 days or whatever. But and then you take the bag out, and now you've got cold brew that is essentially coffee concentrate. What some people do is I've known some people that done this is where they take and they brew a little bit of like wheat coffee, so it's nice and hot, and then they pour some of that concentrate in, and that way they have like this more robust and like, especially for people who don't have like all the whole espresso set up but still want to get that sort of caffeine type of thing.
Well,
Because
Yeah.
the cold brew is actually going to have more caffeine than a regular cup of coffee.
Yeah, because it's been sitting in there for like 24 hours.
Well, it's not just
48.
that.
yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Booze. Oh, I was going to say, caffeine, the molecule caffeine, is very similar to the THC molecule in marijuana, which it is a very heat sensitive, and it starts to break apart and change and lose. It breaks down into different other components and lose its strength. When you use heat to extract the caffeine from coffee, you're actually losing half of the caffeine in the process. You are also increasing the tannins, which makes your coffee more bitter. No matter what type of coffee you are using, whether this is light roast, super special, fancy dark roast, imported from Wakanda and made with the best flavors, right? You ever had Wakandan coffee?
Wakanda's
Nope.
not a real place.
I know. But it doesn't matter what type of coffee that you're using, whether it's Wakandan coffee or, Jamaican coffee, it
We're
doesn't
down
matter.
2, and do not jump off of that.
You went from a place that's fictional to a
Really?
place that's real.
Bring me the
Yeah,
stool,
yeah,
please.
exactly.
Bring me the stool, please.
Anywho, it doesn't matter where the coffee is coming from or what type of
Hello?
quality the beans are. When you use heat, you're always going to get a more bitter flavor to the coffee.
Dude.
The cold extraction process actually, it's very similar to how you make ice water hash. You actually are, instead of opening the molecules so that they snap the caffeine out like a heat bubble, right? Instead of heat bubbling them, you are squeezing it out through cold, so it comes off, so it just breaks off from the cold instead of just quick expanding and snapping it out really fast. I don't know if that is the best scientific explanations that I can give, but that is basically the science behind it. And because I know a lot about making ice water hash, even before it was legalized in California, I have made hundreds of pounds of the stuff. So, yeah, I know a bit about it, and I've made several.
I know a bit about it,
Yeah. Hang on a sec. Hey, can you guys stop climbing on the stool and trying to sit on top of the TV? Aiden. Hey, you can't have George on the TV. You don't play with the TV. Looks like we're going to have to take a
Yo,
short
that
break.
brings me to another question.
Yeah. Ask me that question when I come back. I have to go on a short break to attend to them. Hang on.
Good enough. Easy there.
Yeah, got it.
My question for him was that he has kids, so how the side personality have like a separate segment. He has children. So
Yeah, we were
the other
talking about
question
It's being sorted out. It's being sorted. I don't think there's any. Bit of drill. No, they just had allergies.
Ow, fuck my ears, y'all.
If you're there, Jarl, your mic is messed up.
Hello? My mic is messed up. Can you hear me
What
now?
the fuck is with his mic?
The fuck?
I don't know.
I just had to turn him down because
I'm not sure if he's back yet or not.
should I like DM him or something?
Now, if he's still dealing with them, he won't see it till he gets back and sits down.
Okay, am I back?
Yes.
I have no fucking clue what happened to the audio. I came back,
What the
opened up OBS, which was still on, but I unmuted OBS so that I wasn't, making a ton of noise while I was dealing with the kids on YouTube side. And then I came back on, and you were like, "Ow, Jarl," from you, Detlef, because you were like, it was really loud, and I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And then you guys didn't hear me for a while. Can you still hear me?
Because yeah, I
Yes,
could
we
still hear
can.
you, but it was
Okay.
just making like really loud crackling, and it was like, I don't know, it just was loud.
Huh. Yeah, I was, but when I went to, I had to restart, not restart, well, rejoin the VC on my server because for some reason it just had my circle was just lit green, like I was making noise the entire time, and I was like, I'm
Yeah.
not talking right now. What's going on? Okay. Being slow right now. All right.
Oh, Magog's in Hollow Ruin.
Tell him to join our Hollow
You go tell him to join our Hollow Room.
They all know I have a Sunday show, damn it.
I think they know. They just want to fuck with you.
No, they're on their own schedules. That's not like
Ow.
loud again.
No, fucking ant just.
Fire ant.
Just a little black. I'm gonna have to make sure nothing getting in through my window.
Yeah.
I'll do that later.
Man, Louisiana is so fucking hot.
That's not too much better over here in
Alabama. Sweet home Alabama.
It's 84 and feels like 93. Lovely.
It was 105.
I just posted in Richard Remains. I tagged my guy. I was like, damn it, Magoo. I'm doing my Sunday show. And then in
Damn it,
court,
Magoogle.
right? And then I told the main court, I was like, damn it, Bearded Magog, both of you are chatting while I'm streaming. Just stop it already, okay? If you're going to do any of these things, just join my stream, okay? And then we'll all just, make a bunch of noises together. How you could play your other games in the background.
He sounds like a high school girl at her first dance.
Just because I am a fangirl of Magoogles and the Beardy, okay?
Did Brad just break up with you?
Bad.
Now for our local football team. But Brad decided to break your heart today.
Oh, I just knocked my camera offline. Oops. Uh-oh. I have to plug that back in. I am accidentally, while I was laughing and moving around, smacked my laptop.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
Well, that's because my mic is on the headset, so you wouldn't have heard it. But I have honorary USB ports already. So the camera's having some trouble popping back on. And there's just this picture. There's just a shot of me with my head turned to the side and this weird grin, and that's all you can see. Probably not that way on the YouTube side, which I have been neglecting, but I'm trying to get my camera back on now. If either one of you are still monitoring the YouTube chat, let me know if there's anybody saying anything.
Oh, fuck, that is terrifying.
Did it stick with the picture of my face?
It is.
Okay.
It is.
We're back. Okay, we fixed it. But yeah, that was probably pretty terrifying.
Oh, I need to talk quieter because I'm loud on you.
Oh, it was on my end. You're fine, but these headphones already kind of have a bit of a sound reduction. They're not super great quality. They're not like my Sennheiser studio headphones that I have, which I use for editing and making music. No, get off my coffee cup, please and thank you. I know it's empty, but you don't need to mess with it. My daughter's kind of a brat. Yes, screw you, top chat. I only want live chat. That's the only option. Oh, well, there's nothing's going on in the... It's just... There's just booze in the chat. There's nothing. What we already talked about before you came on, Detlef.
Man, I'm tired. I look tired. I just hear a kid in the background.
Yep. I'm messaging the Twitch again.
He's in the middle of hail of
What are you destroying now? Seriously?
He's sounding very Canadian today.
As I tell her not to.
no.
Get her away from that.
Oh, people
Get her.
children are destroying
Son!
things? That's fun.
Yeah, my daughter likes it.
Son! Get her away from that. She's destroying things.
No.
We definitely should sometime. Just not right now when I'm not prepared for it mentally. Because I'm freaking brain dead. That's why I'm jumping from topic to topic and all over the darn place. Got any beverages for me? Oh, they got one bottle.
Yeah, he's sounding extremely Canadian today. The Canadian.
Hey,
I
You're
think he's doing a story as Glenn.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Earl, I'll catch you later, man. I'm gonna go take a nap.
Okay, doke, bro. Have a good nap,
Go
man.
ahead, have a plan.
See you, man.
Yep, take
Let her
care.
Detlef.
Oh, jeez. Yes, I can hear you. Hi there. Hello. Yeah, oh yeah, you're doing fine there, bud. Hello there, Willie.
Dude!
Mess around with Glenn. Oh my god, why are you doing this, daughter?
Son! No!
Oh man, so my son's trying to break the PlayStation 2 while my daughter is getting into every DVD and CD and trying to destroy them. Holy shit.
Absolutely not.
Kids, no, you can't try to destroy the PlayStation 2 now as well. Oh my god, children. Okay.
Oh my god.
Keep her completely away from the TV and TV area, Aiden. Okay, well, I'm gonna turn this down because I can't focus on Beardy and try to do this. Otherwise, I'll just be staring at it. Oh.
The world's most interesting stream. Watch a streamer, watch a streamer.
Right. Yeah. Actually, stream your own stream or just watch somebody else's. Options. See if I still have a few more hits in this bowl at least. That will be, looks like one. Well, one is better than none. One is the loneliest number and I can't sing. Yeah, no one ever claimed that my Sunday show was a singing show, and if anyone ever told you that it was booze, they're wrong, and you should just pick up your axe and just cut their head in half for their stupidity. Okay? No, you can't have the remote, daughter. No. No, you can't grab anything. No, she's trying to grab everything, and she's just like, no, I'm just dancing. You're bouncing into the computer. Wow, they're just. My son is usually a spaz when he watches the TV, so he's just being his normal spaz, but she is going out of her way to mess with me. Because that's what she does. You heard that? You heard that, right?
Right.
That was her proving the point. Stop, honey. Go sit down somewhere and stop trying to grab and push the computer around. Yes, pout over there and throw your owl toy and just pout over there, okay? Oh, you're gonna lay on the floor? We'll lay on the floor and pout then. See if we can find anything else to babble about while I still got the stream going, or we can call it an early one and just head over to Beardy. How you feeling on that?
Yeah, whatever you want to do, man.
I mean, I don't. Oh, I know what I can show for a second. This would at least just pop it onto the YouTube, and if you're watching the YouTube, but you've probably, did you see the most recent video I put out, that little 40-second ad?
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't have to watch this, but I'm going to throw this up for everybody else who might have not had a chance to see the ad, and then I will talk about the ad once I let it play for a little bit, and then after that I will end the stream. So I'm going to mute my mic for a sec, pop it on, so
Right.
pop the overlay on, and then I'll let it play for a minute, and then I'll come back and talk about it. Back on, and we're back, folks. So that little ad bit, for anybody who's either watching now or will watch later, because I know some people actually pick up my streams after I've stopped live streaming, whatever. So that little ad is that I'm trying to get a bit of a theme song made for the War Chief character, Drafe Volg. Sort of something that I can use to throw into different videos and stuff. That music that you heard in the background, that's something that I made and will be used as a bit of some theme music for my character until I can get either Antti Matakainen, who is a Finnish epic music composer. You can find him on YouTube, and Vinsvet, who is a folk composer who makes some really amazing things. A lot of music in my overlays and stuff is from him. That folk metal track that I used to play all the time at the beginning of all of my streams, that is from Vinswept, and that song is called Throat of the World, and easily found on a Google or YouTube search. I'm trying to get something that's sort of my own. And if I can get I messaged Vinswept already. Right now, he is mostly too busy to really give me a definitive answer. He doesn't want to say yes and then go, well, I can't actually work on it. So he's given me so far a no, but if I have free time to work on your project, I can try to put some time into it. I haven't checked my business email yet this morning. To see if Antti Martikainen messaged me about how much he would charge for a professionally composed track and if he's willing to do it, etc. And if either one of these musicians are willing to do it, or even if they're not, I'm still going to try to raise about $200 to get a track or two made by one of these composers, or if I'm super lucky, which I kind of put up as a joke this morning on my Twitter, since I follow and am followed by and followed by the lead singer of the band Tyr, which is a Faroese metal band. I'm sure you're familiar with them, Booze. Oh, did I just?
No, I didn't catch that.
Oh, crap. I'm not. Don't. God damn it! I just opened something on my computer because Twitch is being retarded right now. No, I don't want to download that right now. I will update my CCleaner later. Yeah, no, don't switch. Just fuck off. So what I was saying, if I can remember what the fuck I was saying. Right, theme music, bands and things. So, you've heard of Tyr, the Faroese metal band, right?
Yeah.
Well, this morning on my Twitter, I kind of put it up as a joke, but also semi-serious, since the band follows me on Twitter, as does Harry Jonsson, the lead singer of Tyr. He interacts with me occasionally on my Twitter, and we follow each other.
Dude,
but I kind of
no
put up
playing up
slightly
there.
jokingly on my Twitter,
No,
if I
take
can't
them
get
all down. No
Vinswept
playing up
or
there.
Antti Martikainen to make me a theme track,
Stop
then
it.
maybe they will. But I mostly am kidding about that because I doubt a established metal band like that is gonna. They're gonna, but if they do, that would be epic as fuck and would probably make me viral. So fingers crossed, maybe. But like I said, it was mostly a joke. I don't. It's not gonna happen. But if it does, we're famous, boys. But either way, I am trying to get up kind of a fundraiser. I didn't want to make a GoFundMe or a Kickstarter or any of that weird, or not a Kickstarter. I didn't want to do a GoFundMe or any of those like crowdfunding. I just want to do it my normal donation way of.
Well,
I'm gonna try to get $200 raised up, because I feel like that's like generally over $100. It seems to be the going price for super professionally made music compositions from musicians and stuff who are doing like real stuff. They want
Girl!
they want to be paid for their time and effort, not just for
No,
Right.
don't hit
the
her.
music that it is.
No.
So
You want to watch this?
yeah, so I'm thinking
We're gonna
$200 will either pay for one track or two tracks if I'm lucky. Yeah, that's my goal. Obviously, I'm not spanging you for it, Izu. We've
If
already
it's not
multiple
totally
times talked
broken,
about
Well.
your.
she's a
Now, if you could shove a 20 through your webcam, maybe.
Get out from behind me. I don't want you.
If I could do that, I would.
But then you have to do it to all of your streamer
First
friends.
of all,
Like, damn it,
you're
I gotta.
knocking the TV off.
Okay, put that one in
You're making
there,
it
and then
very
that one, and
Go
oh,
sit
I'm out
down
of 20s
somewhere.
today. I'll have to collect next week for payday. But yeah, so that's my goal. That's my idea, is try to get a bit of some sort of themey type
Get the
music
remote from your
thing
father.
done, and that way I can kind of
I'm talking to Aiden.
pick up the production even more, and that way I can, because I feel like the more I pick up production, the more audience I can potentially have, and the more audience that I have means potentially more potential financial backers, which will then continue to increase the production. Because the more money that gets thrown into this thing, the more it'll come out on the other end.
Go keep her away from my stuff.
And,
Right.
It's
Yeah. Well, I think I'm gonna call this one relatively early today. Not by much. Little 40 minutes. That's not too early. There's a lot of times we have 40 minutes of just technical difficulties on a stream, so
We're not playing games.
it's not like they're really missing. In a 2-hour stream, if 40 minutes is technical difficulties, are they missing anything if I cut for it 40 minutes early?
Not really. We'll just say they happened.
oh, just for funny, here. I'll throw it up for humor. There we go. Yeah, the technical please stand by. Technical difficulties. Well, as always, Booze, thank you for stopping by, and for everybody else who stopped by the chat, and Detlaw from earlier, thank you for coming by, and for anybody else who picks up the stream after it's ended, thanks for coming by and checking that out. If you like what I do, like and subscribe. The mantra that we're supposed to say as YouTubers: like and subscribe. Buy my soul so I can make you products. I don't know. Is that going too far out from? I mean, aren't they like
No, that sounds right about right.
Yeah, yeah.
Supposed to be keeping her
Buy
away
my
from
soul. Worship the beard. Yes, worship the beard, and all that stuff. The link. Blah blah blah.
No!
I will see everybody next Sunday.
It's really fast.
Well, before I do all that, see you next Sunday.
Later.
Yeah. Well, I'm still streaming for a micro minute because I gotta reopen the
Stop
YouTube.
freaking touching it then!
But I might as well mute while that's going on.